If you visit the British Museum on the ground floor, amongst the Assyrian artifacts, there is a single room which tells the story of one event. In 2 Chronicles and chapter 32, we read that the king of Assyria, this is the great Sennacherib with his several 100,000 strong army, went all the way down through the coastal region of Israel, swallowing up city after city. And he arrives at the city of Lachish. And this room tells the story on its 3 main walls of the siege of the city of Lachish. It was a trading post at the time and not very heavily defended, but King Sennacherib would mount a siege. That is, he would arrive at the city, he would camp his soldiers all the way around. No one comes in, no one goes out, no food goes in, no water comes in. And after a very short period, the people in the city would be fighting desperately for their lives. And in remarkable and vivid and graphic detail, we see King Sennacherib's own representation of what that siege and the destruction of the city was like. When you pay attention to some of the detail in the carvings, you will see that the army of the Assyrians was able to build little wooden tanks that they rolled up the siege ramp and battered away at the city walls. You can see in vivid detail the rows of archers and slingshot throwers and spear bearers and horses that were mounted against the city. And you can also see, by taking notice of the details, some of the cruel and vicious means by which Sennacherib would gain control of the city. If you look down to the bottom right section of the main wall, you will be able to see the way in which some of the nobles of the city have been pulled aside and the skin has been peeled away from their legs, and the soldiers are actually grabbing holds of their leg bones and snapping them. And the reason for doing this is to ensure that everybody else knows how they'll be treated if they disobey the king. But once again, we find that the biblical text talks about an event, and archaeologically we have huge amounts of evidence that that event really took place just as the Bible describes it.